Honorable Dato' Petinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Bintulu Dato' Abang Haji Openg, Premier of Sarawak, the Ministry of
Infrastructure and Port Development, all relevant ministries and agencies for their unwavering support and collaboration.
the Right Honorable Dato' Petinggi Premier visionary approach of making Sarawak the economic hub in this region is truly inspiring to us. This strategic vision will undoubtedly motivate Bintulu Port to redouble its effort in support of this ambitious goal. I'm proud of our dedicated team, especially the board of directors and the management team under our group CEO, Tuan Haji Roslan, for their unwavering effort in achieving these milestones. I'm deeply grateful to our valued customer, whose continued support has been instrumental in turning the supply-based vision into reality. On this momentous occasion, we are pleased later on to give the honor to Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Petinggi Premier to announce the name of our supply base. Now it is called Bintulu Port Supply Base, and I believe the Premier may have a better name for our supply base in Bintulu. Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Petinggi Premier, ladies and gentlemen, by adopting cutting-edge technologies from the automation to AI, we will ensure that our supply base will remain at the forefront of innovation, driving both efficiency and sustainability. Today, we are proud to share some exciting milestones that mark the significant step forward for our Bintulu Port. First, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier and distinguished guests, our partnership with Giga Shipping has enabled us to handle Ro-Ro vehicles at the new Bintulu car terminal. This collaboration is a key step in our journey to solidify Bintulu Port as a leading Ro-Ro transshipment hub, a goal we have been diligently working towards. Next, we are also going to collaborate with Raw Energy on handling of hybrid tropical grass pellet and innovative carbon-neutral biomass cargo. This partnership will reflect our commitment to sustainability and to setting new standards in renewable energy. We are also pleased to announce our collaboration with Subana Jurong Singapore. Their expertise in industrial and port development will be critical as we work to enhance Bintulu and Samalaju ports, especially as we plan for future growth, including development of free zones. Finally, we are working with Asas Stabil to use satellite technology to study how global warming affects our port operation. This collaboration will help us to become more resilient and better prepared for the challenges of climate change. This initiative reflects our forward-thinking approach and our dedication to both innovation and sustainability. As we look to the future, we share some of the exciting development we have in store for Bintulu Port. Building on the strong foundation of our existing supply base, we are expanding our marine services capabilities to further enhance support of our offshore oil and gas activities, ensuring we continue to be the key players in these sectors. We are expanding our existing container terminal at Bintulu and plan to establish a new terminal at Samalaju Port to accommodate the increasing demand for cargo. These upgrades will position us to meet future growth and strengthen our role as a strategic logistics hub in the region. In addition, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier and distinguished guests, we are working on the development of the free zone at both ports, which will stimulate economic growth and attract more investment to the region. Another key initiative is the implementation of the carbon capture and storage solution at Samalaju Port, reinforcing our commitment to reducing carbon emission, supporting our investors' sustainability goals, and advancing a greater future. Looking ahead, we plan to undertake a land reclamation efforts to double and even triple the size of our existing port over the next 50 years. To ensure we are prepared to meet the long-term demand of the industries. As we embark on our journey to become a green energy port, we are proud to announce that we have been recognized by Bureau Veritas with the prestigious green certification. Yang amat berhormat Datuk Petinggi Premier, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the launch of our supply base today stands as a powerful testament to Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad unwavering commitment to excellence and to be part of the progress of this region. We envision the supply base not just as a cornerstone of today's energy sectors, but as a pioneering force in transition toward sustainable energy solutions. Rest assured, sir, we will continue to work hard with Sarawak government vision to elevate Bintulu Port as an important player in the regional maritime trade and a leading green logistic hub. We will continue to support Sarawak economic diversification and growth strategies, supporting its aspiration to become a developed region by 2030. Bintulu Port Holding, the appointed operator of Bintulu Port, and a public listed company in which the Sarawak government is the majority shareholders, is dedicated to work closely with Ministry of Infrastructure and Port Development to facilitate the smooth taking over of Bintulu Port Authority by Sarawak government. That is our commitment. Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Petinggi Premier and distinguished guests, before I conclude, I wish to extend again our gratitude to everyone here today, especially our distinguished guests, the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak, for their support in making this occasion successful today. I would like also to express my heartfelt thanks to the Board of Directors, our management team led by the Group Chief Executive Officer, Tuan Haji Roslan bin Abdul Ghani, and the organizing committee, including all the government agencies, whose dedication and hard work have made this event a resounding success. We hope everyone enjoyed the event today and take pride of this very significant event. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
A thoughtful and valuable welcoming remarks. Thank you very much to the Honorable Dato' Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Marzuki, Sarawak State Secretary and Chairman of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad. It is indeed important that we remember Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad's strategic goals for exponential growth, reducing our carbon footprint and championing sustainable development can be reached with mutual collaborations and aligned initiatives.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, next we are pleased to share a visual journey that perfectly captures the heart of our business today, including our values, vision, and unrelenting dedication to excellence. And for now, ladies and gentlemen, please focus your attention to the screen and proudly presents the incredible journey, Bintulu Port, connecting passion and delivering value. Let's all watch.
because of our location, which is an advantage. Sarawak to be the place to launch satellite in Malaysia.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Something special for you today. Well, Bintulu Port, connecting passion and delivering value. The hard work and dedication that have brought Bintulu Port to where they are today. Indeed, a powerful reminder, message of the commitment and passion that each of them contribute every day in Bintulu Port and for the future generation.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next highlight. That is a speech by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak. First of all, may we invite the Honourable Chairman of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad to invite the Right Honourable Datuk Tinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Oping, Premier of Sarawak, on stage to present his speech. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan.
Terima kasih saudara dan saudari penghuni majlis. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat pagi, salam sejahtera. Salam Sarawak maju dan makmur. Salam segulai sejalai. Yang berhormat saudara Datuk Amar Zegras Ugah Anak Embas, Timbalan Premier yang juga menjaga infrastruktur dan pembangunan pelabuhan Sarawak. Yang berhormat Timbalan Premier Datuk Amar Orang Tengah dan Datuk Amar Profesor Sim. Yang berhormat Tan Sri Datuk Amar Haji Muhammad Asfia Wan Nasar, Speaker Dewan Sarawak. Seterusnya yang berhormat Saudara Datuk Amar Haji Muhammad Abu Bakar bin Mazuki, Setiausaha Kerajaan Sarawak dan juga pengurusi Bintulu Port Holding Berhad, serta ahli-ahli lembaga pengarah. Yang berhormat Menteri Persekutuan dan Negeri Datuk Seri Nancy pun ada di sini. Terima kasih. Seterusnya Timbalan Menteri, Presiden Bintulu, Saudara Ruslan Abdul Ghani, CEO Bintulu Port Holding, yang berbahagia pengerusi Bintulu Port ada juga situ. Sakawi, terusnya Dep jemputan, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan yang saya hormati sekalian. Pertama, saya mengucap syukur kerana hari ini saya diberi penghormatan untuk meresmikan Bintulu Supply Base yang unggul di Sarawak ini. Saya mengucap tahniah dan syabas kepada Bintulu Port kerana sekarang sudah mempunyai supply base. Maka kita harap dengan orang lain saja. Hari itu kita ada supply base kita pun di Sarawak. Tahniah dan syabas orang Sarawak. Selepas juga kita ngambil alih Bintulu Port Authority ke tangan orang Sarawak. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, memang benar apabila saya land tadi, nampaknya cuaca angin ada kuat. Dan hari ini pun we had a very strong wind. I must share with you what happened this 1 week in terms of port activities. I was invited to officiate our new deep port in Miri, and it was also a storm. So much so, we had to go to another place where we launched the new development of Miri Port. We want to have a port extension about roughly 8 kilometers in the sea. And this is a revolutionary development on Miri Port. And the cost is, you know, is about 280 million. That will transform Miri Port. And today in Bintulu, the same thing happened. We have this wind, strong wind. So both Miri Port dengan Bintulu Port nampaknya angin kuat. It reflects kita pun development sekuat-kuat macam angin tadi. We want to transform our port facilities and the development of our port, so much so the transformation that we are going to do is as strong as like the wind tadi. Jadi saya ucap tahniahlah pada usaha kita untuk membangunkan pelabuhan kita. Saya juga mengucap terima kasih kepada pihak kerajaan persekutuan melalui Jabatan Kastam kerana telah meluluskan kawasan ini sebagai supply base. Thank you very much for this license.
And I think that this is a moment we have been waiting for, so that we can perform our duties to supply material
to industries that are located in Sarawak. Saudara-saudara sekalian, kita tahu bahawa Sarawak mempunyai reserve gas 60% of Malaysia's reserve. Dan kita mempunyai undang-undang kita dari sudut pengawalan gas. Our distribution gas is under the state law. That is our gas distribution ordinance. And aggregator is appointed by the state government under section 7 of our gas distribution ordinance. And there will be a lot of activities offshore because of the reserve, about 60% of our gas reserve offshore Sarawak. And exploration is still going on. And there could be some new areas where we can perhaps explore and find more gas reserve. And the supply base is an appropriate approach for us to help in regulating activities as a result of our gas reserve in offshore Sarawak, including, of course, the onshore that is now in Adong Miri. In other words, there will be a lot of activities on oil and gas-based industry. When you study Bintulu Port originally, I was already in the government in 1980s, 83, solely meant for LNG. And it does not cater for other economic activities arising from the resource that we have. As you know, LNG is not the only product arising from gas. LNG is only an activity, one activity that use gas as feedstock. We have a lot of other derivatives from gas. Example is our methanol plant. That is the cracking of our gas to methanol. And methanol again can be cracked for us to produce ammonia. And ammonia can be cracked again. There are a lot of products out of gas. And it is not a rational approach if you were to confine only on LNG. We must expand the other byproducts out of gas. Yes, LNG is important for you to generate electricity. But now there is a shift in terms of energy production. Not only based on fossil fuel, but now it goes to green energy. And we are very fortunate that we have the feedstock to produce green energy. I've been talking about hydrogen. And there are already propositions for us to produce hydrogen, working together with Japan as well as Korea. And it is expected by 2028 that Bintulu will be producing 240,000 tons of hydrogen. And these 240,000 tons, the gas itself, hydrogen, will be bought back by the Korean as well as the Japanese. What I'm saying here is that Bintulu Port will have to be expanded to facilitate hydrogen-based as well as other petrochemical products. At the moment, Bintulu Port Holding has throughput value cargo of 50 million tons per year. I have a feeling this will increase. With all the plans and investment that we are getting because of our diversification policy on our gas product. Ladies and gentlemen, saya rasa bahawa masa depan kita cerah. Keduanya, aktiviti CCUS akan menjadi satu lagi aktiviti yang baru dalam transformasi ekonomi yang sedang berjalan ketika ini. Tuan-tuan tahu bahawa we are really blessed by God to have this resource. And we must also have our own policy added policy where we got international global input for us to process the resources that we have. I'm also thinking of, trying to produce energy from kita punya gelombang,
Kinetic energy from the wave, where we can produce another source of renewable energy. And this happened
because of new technology. I believe that if we can explore on new technology, particularly in green energy, Sarawak will become the hub of green energy in this part of the world. Kalau tidak, macam mana orang invite saya untuk berucap mengenai dengan green energy overseas? 2 weeks ago I was in Singapore and I got another letter before COP29, pre-COP29, to give a talk on green energy in Baku. That is the place they are going to have conference in 29 COP. Dia invite saya. Belum lagi conference. Dia invite saya untuk berucap mengenai dengan green energy. If that is the case, the world now look at Sarawak as a hub of green energy. Jadi kita dalam hal ini mestilah mempunyai satu pendekatan yang baru, mindset yang baru, bisnes yang baru, community dagang yang baru untuk kita melonjak pendapatan negeri dan juga negara. I've been telling our leaders in Kuala Lumpur, if Sarawak is strong, Malaysia is strong, because we are part of nation building. We are blessed with this resource and we must add value to our resource, including, of course, to capture data. During our meeting, physical meeting, chaired by the Prime Minister, the federal government through MOSTI has identified Sarawak as a launching pad for satellite. Kerana kita, lokasi kita dekat ekuator. Dan sebab itu kita hendaklah merancang untuk kita mempunyai infrastruktur. Saya telah memberitahu kerajaan pusat, there are 2 ways for you to launch satellite. One is on land, and we have to make sure it is okay in terms of environment. Yang kedua ialah di atas vessel, di atas tongkang besar yang mempunyai equipment yang cukup untuk kita melancarkan satellite. Apabila kita melancar satellite, that satellite is used to capture data, termasuk geological data dan apa juga data yang ada di bumi. Dan data ini menjadi asas untuk kita merancang apa juga aktiviti kita, termasuklah port operation. You have the satellite, what we call, you have pre-documentation of cargo through satellite. Before the ship berth, you got all the documents already, and the authorities will look at the documents, meaning the turnaround of the ship will be fast. If that is the case, it becomes our advantage to build what we call bunkering services at our port. Sekarang kapal tidak menggunakan minyak yang biasa. Kapal sekarang menggunakan apa disebut sebagai metanol ataupun amonia. Kita mengeluar amonia, kita mengeluar metanol, bermakna kalau kapal nak tambahkan metanol dia, fuel dia, they have to come over here. And we can provide the fuel through methanol, ammonia for the shipping industry. The shipping industry, especially Maersk, they got a lot of ships and they have shifted from the normal fuel to green fuel. Basically, it is methanol and ammonia. And we are planning to produce green ammonia and green methanol. There is a process that will neutralize carbon, and then that fuel will become green fuel. And we have that. And therefore, along the streets, from the west to the east, of course they have to go straight to Malacca. Then they have to go towards the other part, the Far East, China, Korea, Japan. They need transshipment, or they need additional services to their ship. Once we got all the basic facilities, then the ship will call to our ports. Natural. And if the cost is cheaper, we become an attraction for this new industry. Jadi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, bermakna Bintulu Port no longer only LNG. Bintulu Port menjadi pelabuhan untuk produk yang baru. And I must congratulate Bintulu Port kerana sudah menjadi certification tadi. Sudah ada certified green port. Ini satu kejayaan yang besar. Green port, material green, fuel green, orang pun green. Kita mesti mempunyai anak-anak yang green. So finally, I want to share with you that we have to prepare our human resource. Tenaga kerja yang juga green. Kita terpaksa melatih mereka mengenai dengan green technology, digital technology, seamless communication kepada anak kita. Walaupun dari sudut populasi kita kecil, population kita small, 3 million, dia pun belum sampai 3 lagi, baru 2.8. Pasalah kerja kuat turis 3 million. Jadi maknanya walaupun jumlah manusia kecil, tapi kita mau cili padi. Kecil tapi mentalnya adalah kuat. Ini yang hendak kita bangunkan dalam dasar jangka panjang. That's why kami dalam kabinet bersetuju di bawah kerajaan GPS 2026 free tertiary education in all Sarawak universities. Dan jurusannya adalah jurusan yang canggih. Kalau semua ngambil Bachelor of Arts susah juga, unemployed graduate. Kita hendakkan graduate yang pakar. Sekarang kita pergi ke aero angkasa, aerospace industry. InsyaAllah, I think next month I launch it. Di mana kita akan melatih anak kita dari sudut aerospace. Tadi satellite. Satellite berkendakan chip. Kalau nak capture data, you store data, you need the chip. Bukan CHAP, bukan CIP. Kita CHIP, chip. Dan chip ini berkendakan avionics. Kalau satellite, untuk kita menyimpankan data. And today, thank God, we have produced chip designer among Sarawak engineers. Iaitu dari sudut Semiconductor Academy. Dan mereka sekarang mengeluarkan chip ini untuk Melexis. Melexis mengeluarkan chip untuk XPEP. Dan XPEP yang ada di Samajaya mengeluarkan apa disebut sebagai analog chip. Sekarang kita mesti dapat mengeluarkan compound chip, di mana chip ini digunakan dalam semiconductor industry, termasuklah avionics yang digunakan dalam aerospace industry. Jadi tuan-tuan, inilah ekosistem ekonomi kita, dan saya yakin Bintulu Port ini satu-satunya pendekatan kita untuk kita melonjakkan kegiatan ekonomi, bukan saja dari sudut supply base, tetapi juga untuk import material dan ekspor produk yang keluar dari negeri Sarawak. Dan secara kebetulan Sarawak adalah di Pulau Borneo. Pulau Borneo ini adalah satu-satu pulau yang boleh menjadi star of the world. Bintang yang bercahaya kalau kita betul-betul mempunyai ekonomi kita baik. Sebab itu saya cadangkan Bintulu Port ini, supply base ini diberi nama yang baru. Namanya ialah Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base. Jadi dengan kata barunya BOG Supply Base. Itu nama baru, BOG. Automatic kalau nak pergi Borneo, pergi Bintulu dulu. Ini dia punya message lah. Actually, this is a brand that we are going to build within this port. Sekarang ada senang sikit lah, because we own the port. We don't need other people punya approval. Our own board can decide it. Jadi kalau board terima arahan dari Premier, terpaksa lah nyengekot. Jangan lawan toke lah. Jadi tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, dengan itu pada saya, what we want is we want to build the Malaysian economy. Dan saya juga mengucap terima kasih kepada Kementerian Pertahanan. Banyak rakan kita dari Kementerian Pertahanan bersama sini kerana telah meluluskan untuk memperkuatkan lagi military base yang ada di Bintulu. Saya ucap terima kasih kepada kerajaan pusat. They got a new division. Bukan division lah, apa je putih. Anyway, ada satu infanteri lah di sini. Termasuk juga what is important is our naval base. Kita dah bersetuju untuk mewujudkan naval base di sini kerana investment Malaysia di Bintulu adalah banyak dan they have to be protected. Thank you very much kepada Menteri Pertahanan dan juga pihak keselamatan yang sama bekerja dengan kita. Maka let's assure that your supply base is protected. With that, once again, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and we invite our guests of honor to please remain on stage for our next highlight. Also, may we invite all distinguished guests at the front row to please join and accompany our guests of honor on stage for us to proceed with the symbolic launching of Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base.
Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan. Sama-sama kita saksikan sebentar saja nanti hadirin.
Ladies and gentlemen, to mark the symbolic launching of Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base, we now invite the Honorable Chairman of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad to hand over the time capsule to the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak. It symbolizes the acknowledgement and to honor the Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base. With a count of 3, 1, 2, 3.
Initiating launch sequence. Access granted. Welcome, the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak. Bintulu Port has been a vital supporter of the oil and gas industry, elevating petroleum arrangement contractors, PACs, with world-class strategic services. Positioned as global maritime hub, it drives upstream production and international exports. With renowned services like material handlings equipment, bunkering facilities, berthing facilities, fuel and freshwater bunkering, offshore crew terminal, and many more. The future supply base marks a new era for Sarawak, equipped with advanced technology and expanded facilities to meet global demands. The new supply base will elevate Bintulu Port as a leading maritime hub, supporting Sarawak's goal of becoming a developed state by 2030. Bintulu Port stands as a beacon of excellence and innovation in the oil and gas industry. This is the Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base, empowering excellence, pioneering sustainability.
A big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. With that, the Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base is now officially launched. And also to mark the symbolic launching, we now proceed with the official flag signing ceremony by our guest of honor, the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak. Majelis dengan segala hormatnya mempersilakan.
As we move forward, let us be inspired to be innovative and sustainable, as well as the aim to put Sarawak as a leading hub in this region's energy landscape with the addition of Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base Project Initiative by Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad.
Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, congratulations to Bintulu Port Holding Berhad. Tahniah kita ucapkan dan kita teruskan.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, today's ceremony marks several significant milestones, and this marks a pivotal moment in our journey, and this success cannot be achieved without our mutual collaborators. Let's move on to our next highlight, that is the presentation of strategic collaboration and agreement exchange ceremony to be witnessed by the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak and all distinguished guests on stage. Let's begin with the handing over of supply-based license from Royal Malaysian Customs Department Sarawak to Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd. First, may we invite from Royal Malaysian Customs Department Sarawak yang berusaha Tuan Saidin bin Japar, Acting Sarawak State Director of Customs, and Tuan Nanang Anak Lumpat, Senior Assistant Director of Customs and Bintulu Customs Station Head. And from Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd, dipersilakan yang berusaha Encik Mat Saleh bin Muhammad Atli, Chief Operating Officer Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd. Silakan to hand over the supply-based license from Royal Malaysian Customs to Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd, the first and only supply base in Sarawak for the launching of Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base at Bintulu Port. The Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base is our key operation, ensuring efficient flow of essential goods and services for oil and gas exploration, production and operation activities offshore Sarawak within Bintulu waters. And this supply base will further elevate Malaysia's standing internationally by positioning Sarawak as a keynote in this region.
Congratulations. And now moving on to our next presentation, that is the handling of the Ro-Ro car vehicles at Bintulu Port, a collaboration between Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd and Giga Shipping Sdn Bhd. We'd like now to invite on stage Captain Chong Yut Seng, Executive Assistant to Managing Director of Giga Shipping Sdn Bhd. Majelis dengan segala hormatnya persilakan. Gentlemen, please. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, witnessed by the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak, is the handling of Ro-Ro car vehicles at Bintulu Port And this is a collaboration between Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd and Giga Shipping Sdn Bhd. Once again, congratulations and thank you very much.
Moving next, ladies and gentlemen, Raw Energy and Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd. And it's the collaboration of handling of hybrid tropical grass pellets at Bintulu Port between Bintulu Port Sdn Bhd and Raw Energy Sdn Bhd. Please welcome on stage Mr. Ramsey Wilson, Chief Executive Officer for Raw Energy Sdn Bhd. Raw Energy Sdn Bhd is handling hybrid tropical grass pellets, a sustainable and carbon neutral biomass cargo, making use of multi-purpose terminal as their storage area before exporting it to Japan and European countries in the effort to reduce and replace the usage of coal, setting a new standard for eco-friendly biomass solutions. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue on and moving on next. A collaboration between Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad and Surbana Jurong on the development of Port and Industrial Master Plan. Dipersilakan, may we invite on stage Mr. Tan Wui Leong, Managing Director of Surbana Jurong Infrastructure Private Limited, and Yang Berusaha, Encik Sufri bin Haji Buhari, Chief Operating Officer of Samalaju Industrial Port Sdn Bhd. Dipersilakan. Ladies and gentlemen, Surbana Jurong, a renowned port and industrial development company with their expertise, will assist in improving Samalaju Port and also Bintulu Port to develop a comprehensive port and industrial master plan that include free zone area. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming up is the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding between Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad and Asa Stabil Sdn Bhd on the initiative to mitigate the impact of climate change to the ports via advanced satellite technology. And we would like to invite to the stage Yang Berbahagia Dato' Lee Lik Hwan, Chief Executive Officer of Asa Stabil Sdn Bhd, and Yang Berusaha Encik Ruslan Abdul Ghani, Group Chief Executive Officer of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad. The partnership between Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad and Asa Stabil will utilize satellite technology to address global warming, climate change, and impact on the port operations. The initiative will tackle the issues on sedimentation, rising water level, siltation, and changing wave patterns to facilitate the development of proactive strategies and enhance port resilience.
Ladies and gentlemen, next is the exchange of Memorandum of Understanding between Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad and Sarawak Timber Industry Development Corporation, STIDC. First, may we invite on stage Cik Hajah Haluyah Awi, Deputy General Manager for STIDC. Silakan for the exchange of the MOU between Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad and STIDC for the Bamboo Planting Initiative and Community Program for Bintulu Port Group. Congratulations and thank you very much. And moving on next.
Next is the handing over of sponsorship agreement of Anjung Kasih Hospital Bintulu between Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad and Yayasan Kebajikan Negara Malaysia. Please welcome to the stage Yang Berusaha Puan Nordina Harun, Chief Executive Officer of Yayasan Kebajikan Negara Malaysia. Dipersilakan. And together with the CEO of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad, Anjung Kasih at Hospital Bintulu is a community-focused initiative providing essential support and accommodation for patients and their families, demonstrating our commitment to positive impact.
Once again, congratulations. And now moving on, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, to further highlight our commitment to sustainability, we'd like now to invite on stage Yang Berbahagia Dato' Haji Muhammad Nizam Abdul Malik, Chief Executive Officer from Bureau Veritas Malaysia, to present the Green Terminal Label Certification to Bintulu Port, witnessed by the Right Honourable Premier of Sarawak. Maju dengan segala hormatnya, mempersilakan. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Bintulu Port has received an award of Green Terminal Label certification by Bureau Veritas, demonstrating its commitment to sustainability and eco-friendly operations, setting an industry standard in green port operations. And the terminals included in these certifications are Bintulu Port Supply Base, the International Container Terminal, as well as the Multi-Purpose Terminal and Marine Base.
As a token of appreciation to the Right Honorable Premier for your presence today, we now invite the Honorable Dato' Amar Chairman to present a memento to the Right Honorable Premier, which is the replica Port 1, or Bintulu Port 1, produced by Sarawak well-known boat replica maker and carpenter, Mr. Patrick Ghani.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful replica of Bintulu Port 1, dedicated to the Right Honorable Premier of Sarawak, in conjunction with today's ceremony of the Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base here at Bintulu Port. Congratulations. Another big round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. Tahniah kita ucapkan dan terima kasih. Alhamdulillah. Another historic milestone. Untuk itu dipersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat Premier Sarawak diiringi di kenamaan untuk kembali ke tempat duduk. Congratulations to Bintulu Port for today's launching ceremony of the Borneo Oil and Gas Supply Base. Kita teruskan.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we bring this meaningful event to a close, it's important to reflect on the achievements we celebrated and the insights we have gained today. And we will show you a corporate highlight video that showcases Bintulu Port initiatives and effort in giving back to the community, not only in Bintulu, but across Sarawak. Sit back and enjoy.
have it. Let's take with us the inspiration and the motivation to continue making a positive impact in our communities and industry. Well, the journey ahead is filled with opportunities, and together there is no limit to what we can achieve. Starts from today, inshallah. Thank you all for being here today and for your ongoing commitment to our shared mission. Once again, congratulations to Bintulu Port Holdings on the Borneo oil and gas supply base.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we reach the end of this ceremony, we invite the Honorable Chairman of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad to invite and accompany the Right Honorable Datuk Tinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Bintun Datuk Abang Chopeng, the Honorable Deputy Premier, the Honorable and also the Group Chief Executive Officer of Bintulu Port Holdings Berhad to proceed with the lunch and also the press conference at the VIP holding room. Our distinguished guests, you may proceed to the side of the event hall for luncheon. Thank you for having both of us to be your master of ceremony today. Have a nice day and until we meet again.
Ladies and gentlemen, dipersilakan untuk berjamu selera, insyaAllah. Terus bersama-sama menikmati jamuan makan tengah hari bersama-sama yang amat berhormat Premier Sarawak serta div-div kenamaan, dan juga kita akan dihiburkan oleh Dicipta Band bersama penyanyi-penyanyi jemputan Nur Hijrah Yahya dan juga